we got it.
Yeah,
let's do it. So, yeah, the question is from Zarak. So the research process in RMBC, the questions, etc., what are their prejudices, other examples? For every sales letter you write, do you answer all of those questions in written form? Or are you, ever going to kind of skip one or,
Right. Yeah, I think it just depends on where you're at in your journey. A couple of things. So if you're writing for the same demo again and again and again, then do you need to re-answer all those questions every time? No. But the stuff around there's a lot of this for anytime it's a new product, then you need to understand, well, what are their pain points? What are the existing solutions that they're using? What are they like? What are they not like? You need to know that every time. It's like not like because it's a different product, right? If you're writing 10 blood sugar sales letters in a row for some reason, would you need to like do research on it? If you're doing 10 very identical biz op offers in a row, then you don't need to necessarily go through and do it the same research every time. So if they're really similar offers to similar demos or the same product to the same demo or like a very similar product, then you could probably get away with not going as in depth with the research every time. But anytime you're writing for like a new product or a new demo, I would really recommend you just take the time to go through the research component. Because there's so much of the gold happens there. It's where you find insights into your market and big ideas and the pain points. And I mean, all the stuff you really need to write effective copy is like you find that in the research. So I'd keep doing it. And then as you get, a lot further along, me personally, I still generally do research unless I just know the market really well. I still try and do it. Sometimes I half-ass it a little bit more these days than I used to. But also I created the fucking method and I've been doing it for like years and years and years and years. So but even then I find that when I actually do take the time to do the research, my copy is generally better. And when I kind of try and skimp on it, I end up going back and doing it anyway. Cause I'm like, oh, this is stupid. I should have just done the research from the first place. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that too, because I think people have asked questions about outsourcing research or, is it useful to have somebody else do the research and then you just focus on the copy part? And I do think when you're actually physically doing the research yourself, it does help you come up with the ideas as you go. It does for me anyway. So, that's where it sparks ideas on that journey of discovery as you're like learning more about the product or the avatar or whatever it is, you're going to find things as you go. So that's why I'm hesitate on the outsourcing the research part 100% or counting on somebody else's research because you might miss out on some valuable things.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's pretty important. Like I've experimented with the idea of letting somebody do research for me, and if they're like really smart and they're basically if they're super experienced and they're going to come up with big ideas for you as they're doing the research and stuff, like great, but it's really hard to find that person. Yeah. And it's good to go down rabbit holes and things like that. So yeah, I'd really recommend continuing to do your own research.